It's ready to go. It's ready to go. Let me just get one more thing done. Refresh. Share. Copy the link. And dispense. Dispense. There are just more silos than any other structures in Fish's world, but they aren't important anyway. Huh. What do you mean they're not important? I don't know. Clock needs an update. We're getting the update ready for you. Clock 2? What the heck? Sure the clock isn't secretly collecting personal data. This is confusing. But anyway. Ooh, stream the clock, guys. Stream the clock. And before we are done, LAN is open. Today's goals are quite simple. We need to go to the next planet. And we did some of the work yesterday. But we need to get a moon ship today, which I left inside conveniently. So we're gonna have to go through this door to get there. And kill this guy. And those guys. This is kind of annoying that they populate my whole base now. Instead of just this room and the other room. Now I have to maintain the population to 0. Because otherwise they'll manifest again. Okay. We're good to go. If we leave this place, we won't lose any oxygen. We're going to the next planet, probably. But we need to build a lot of components today. And a lot of machinery and stuff. It's all kind of a large project. Because we must make thrusters, engines. Where's the moon ship? Is it in here? Ah, here it is. The moon ship, of course, is the key to sending us to, or getting us back from this planet we're going to be going to. Because without this, we can't really get back. This is impossible. So, insert drive, self. We're going to go ahead and find a good spot to land at. I think... Is this my building? It says area flat. Or is my building somewhere else? I can't actually... Ah, here we are. And if my building's here, we're going to put the lander on the roof. That should have put it at 65, but it doesn't tell you what height it's at. So this needs to be processed. This one is processed. Oh wait, they're both processed already. Okay, never mind. Nice. Now we can leave the planet. Well, actually start building the stuff we need to leave the planet. Which is kind of simple. It's just a couple of engines and things. So if I look at that was a funny sound. If I look at my size 20, size 2 0 0. I'm just making sure everything's good. Size 2 0 is what I need. Everything in size 2 0. But also, this is the starting point, so we're gonna make a bunch of these. If I had it upstairs, I have steel, but I think I have a bunch down here too. And how much am I gonna make of those? I'm gonna make like 7. We're gonna make 7. No, we're gonna make 8. 16. Make 8. Make 8. It's a good number. It's a round number. Okay, everybody knows 8s are good. You just need some gold ingots, and we should be off to the races. Of course, we don't have any gold. Of course, we don't have any gold. Where the heck is the gold? Where is the gold? What? Where's the gold? There's no gold. No such thing. We processed the gold. The gold is gone. The gold is gone. Where's the gold? Does anybody know where I put the gold? I don't think anybody does. I don't think anybody has that information. And I don't have that information personally. So I don't know where the gold's at. But it's probably in here. I mean, there's catalysts and stuff strewn about the base. There's no gold though. Is there gold in here somewhere? No, my pickaxe is in here. Where's my gold gone to? Did I use it all? And just haven't mined any more? That'd be terrible. That's terrible. That's terrible. Okay. Well, guys, we don't have any gold. It's gonna make things a little bit more difficult. And I need a landing capsule. But I don't want to make that. And, well, my assistant isn't here yet. So we'll figure that out. Here's some gold. Because I need some circuits that I don't think I can produce on this planet. Or if I can produce them, it's incredibly difficult for the landing capsule. But I have a landing capsule on the Earth. So we're just going to get a landing capsule. This. Look at this. Perfect. But I need an avionics circuit board. That's not bad. I was like, okay, I don't have the stuff for this. Nope, I do have the stuff. I do have it. It's just incredibly hard looking because it's blue. Special. It's special. So, what I need to do to make one of these, I actually just don't even remember exactly. I think it is solvent, or no, it's sulfuric acid. Hold on, I'm gonna check that in a second. There we go. I don't know. Here we go. Well, technically, if we get gallium arsenide, we could probably do it easily. However, sulfuric acid is the way to go for now because we don't have gallium arsenide. It's not that bad. It's just 16 of the things. Gold ingots, we'll get those started. It looks like we have 18, which is going to be good enough. Which is okay. This, need circuits, microchips. Gonna need, was it lead wire or copper wire? It's lead wire. Capacitors and some sulfuric acid. I think you can put it in these, but I'm not gonna try that. I think if we have some other fluid storage, that will work better. Maybe this? This actually would work. I just need a barrel now. I do have a barrel. Or I could just use a barrel and not do any of that extraness. Sulfuric acid. That's sunflower seed oil. I don't think that's gonna work as that's definitely not gonna work as sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid is sulfuric acid. You know, it's like the sky is blue. Simple. Now I have to get this from there somehow. I think there's a pipe above it that allows me to do that. Nope. Okay. We're just gonna open up the gates of Narnia or whatever. Oh. And bring my barrel with me since I need a way of pulling it out. Okay, never mind. We're gonna forget about these buckets. They're not necessary. They're not essential to the project. So if I go here, boom, sulfuric acid is now inside my barrel, which means this thing's producing twice as much. It's in overtime now. And this guy's probably clogged, I'm guessing, because he produces faster than this guy can handle. Could offload the work into another, or like speed him up maybe. I don't have any speed upgrades, do I? I'm not gonna worry about that, because I mean we are producing enough oxygen right now to be sustainable. It's running on recycled air anyway too. Yeah, we are sustainable right now. We don't need to do that. Right? Yeah, no. Nobody worry. Nobody worry. This guy also needs to be set to sulfuric acid. And now you can start. This is the arc welder. What machine makes circuits, guys? Let me ask you guys that. What machine makes circuits? Not an arc welder. Guys, I'm gonna arc weld my CPU. Gonna take my motherboard out and arc weld my CPU. That is absolutely diabolical. What? Stop. Stop. How dare you? Boom, boom, boom. Boom. I don't know what it's missing. Lead? Does it need more lead? No, it needs more of those. Printed circuit board. No! Do, 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 do. Oh, circuit boards are made like gold plates on the bottom. By the way, guys, gold plates on the bottom. This is getting dumb. I need 8 of these though. Technically, I think I can get away with using 8 gold plates instead of, or well, 8 gold for this. So I can make 10 plates. And the other 8 is going to sadness. Moonar sadness right here. No, only make 1. 1. Make 0. Zero. But what are we doing to this? We gotta Putting this in the machine. Machines. Machina. That's what we're doing. Putting it into machine. The car. Velocipede. It's rubber circuits and another thing. So it's just, instead of it being 16 chips, it's 19 chips. That's special. That's what makes the avionics board not a military grade circuit board. It's just a military grade circuit board with 3 extra microchips and some extra rubber on there. What the heck? What is this? Is this even real? Is this even real? This isn't even real. This is just made up. That's what I say half the time. But that's the most important part of this, as far as difficulty to get it. Then we're on to the aluminum shells, which are going to permeate the build we're going to make. And we're going to need these too. So aluminum is pretty heavy in our list of things that I need right now. Do I have enough of it? Yeah, I think I do. So we're going to make a stack of aluminum plates. And then we're going to go ahead and start making shells. 1. Is it 4? 2, 3, 4. That's that done. I need solid fuel, and I didn't bring any. And I don't have my assistant here, which is, I'm dependent on my assistant for sending me stuff. This is not good. This is actually bad. Is in my announcements, right? Yes. So why are they not here yet? It's unfortunate. Because I cannot make this. Well, never mind, I might be able to. It's just going to be difficult. And I might have some, is my hope. My hope is that I have what I'm talking about. But I don't think I do. This is annoying, because I don't have the capability to make that right now. Well, I do, kind of. I have to make nitric acid. And then I have to make the other thing, because that makes the rocket fuel, which we need. So we need nitric acid, petroleum gas, and solid fuel. The solid fuel I don't have. What? Oh, biomass. Well, guys, if I didn't have a solution for you all, absolutely a solution right here. This guy's out of, yes, he's out of juice. No juice, guys. No juice guy. What am I looking for now? I am, looking for these. Give me them. Give me those. Because out of here is churned biomass. So if I just grab the biomass, I can keep going and going. So what do I need to do with these? I need 4 of them per each, right? What's the amount you need to make one of these? Is that, oh, you need to make 4 of them. Okay. I'm just kind of lost in the sauce about this one. Is this 16? It might be 16. 4 per each. Come on, I'm trying to check the recipe without losing anyone. Oh, it's just 1 makes that. 1 to this. Then 4 to that. So I might, yeah, I do need 16. So we need to use a press, like this one, because that will make 4 of the solid fuel. That gets you to your actual goal. So we drop down. Now that I have my 16 compressed biomass, what we can do is take this and run this to the other thing. So 16 compressed biomass goes into the chem plant with nitric acid. We don't have nitric acid, so we're gonna figure that out. And we're gonna produce petroleum gas from the ground, most likely. Head over to here. Gonna dump this off to make nitric acid. That's gonna take that sulfuric acid and niter. I have that here. So niter goes into here. And if you give this time, it will produce your nitric acid. Strongly corrosive. This is also corrosive, but this is strongly corrosive. I don't know what that means. Because I'm pretty sure I can just put it in one of these guys. Right? Wrong. Maybe. Well, if you can't put it in this guy, you can definitely put it in one of these guys for convenience. Because these guys can store whatever the heck you want to put in them. Except for, like, super corrosive stuff. I would what? I said to go to waste. Now would I? So if I store it in this, nitric acid. God damn it. This is terrible. That's terrible. That is terrible. How much does it take to make one? 100. Oh, we're good. It's fucking stupid. Bro, that is some stupid mode right there. Well, does it still have it in there? Can I technically still use it? I swear I've stored nitric acid in those. It doesn't help that it doesn't have a tooltip, by the way. Just saying. Just saying, it should probably have a tooltip if you can't use it to store nitric acid. I'm just saying. That don't seem right. That's no fair HBM. I want a refund. I want a refund. Tank universal. Tank, comma, universal. This can handle anything. Don't use these. They're sad. But these, not so sad. You get 8 per each craft. How many crafts are in Minecraft? 1 craft. That's not funny. Shut up. There's no glass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No glass. We surround that. We're gonna take 2 iron. Three nitric acid, which is that's more than enough. We only need 100 per each of these. Now, what do I do with this? Because I don't remember this step. Compressed. but then you do magic in the chem plant. I mean, technically with 2 heating oil, it's a lot cheaper, but we're gonna look for solid fuel, and I don't see it. So I'm kind of, is it only the chemical factory can do that? If that's the case, then I'm kind of screwed. Niter. No. Let me check that recipe, and that doesn't seem right. Because I have most of the stuff. The only thing I don't have is the petroleum gas right now, but why the heck is this chemical plant? It's in, oh, blueprints. Right click to copy from paper. And I don't think I actually have that, which is gonna be kind of a problem unless I can make them. And I don't think you can, but we're gonna try to find out if you can. Blue, no. Because I have tons of this on Earth, and this is like a chance thing. That means they were not able to make it here. That's sad. I should pay more attention before I and this is not one I can do. God dang. But there's other ways of getting it, so we don't have to do it that way. We could just solidify oil products. But how do we get oil products on the moon? I actually am lost on that. Well, we have aromatic hydrocarbon production. We could just solidify petroleum gas inside of a solidification machine. If we have an extra one somewhere, we should have one somewhere, because I know there's a ton. Okay, we're gonna go upstairs and see if there's an extra one. Okay, and upstairs we have a resounding no in that, and a resounding no in this. So we're out of those. Launch. Going to Walmart today, guys. Going to Walmart now to get our solidification machine. So the reason we need solid fuel is to build the next rocket to get us off this planet. It's really unfortunate that I don't have the ability to just get solid fuel from Earth, or rocket fuel from Earth right now. It's not a thing I can do because I'm on my own. So we need to grab a ton of petroleum gas. Like, if we don't have a solidification machine, it's okay. We'll be fine. Because I don't need a solidification machine to do what I'm about to do, so I'm just gonna look around in the craters nearby, and hopefully we find a bunch of petroleum gas. We're gonna bring it back, and then I'll look in the boxes again and see if I have one. I just missed it. Take that, use that to solidify my petroleum gas. So in the craters, we'll hopefully find some deposits of that. In the meantime, while we're also here, vein miner and silk touch. Yep. This is a lot of iron right here. I'm just saying, that's a lot of iron. And you know what I need? Iron. Tons of it. Oh, look at that. 2 in 1. Nice. We're just gonna head into the hole. I think I must mine this crater often, but I don't know if there's... I think there probably is still more deposits of gas. I think I should probably be mining the titanium as well. Oh, look at that. There's like a ton of those. There we go. There we go. Another one. Boom. I don't see any out there, but I think there might be something here. More than likely there is. I'm just saying. I'm looking for specifically gas, natural gas, petroleum gas. Give me the gas. Where's it at? Is it in here? Probably. I can't see in the dark. It's too. Let me just shift the monitor so I can see, but then you guys can just not see at all. That might actually have not helped at all. Did zero helping, but that looks like no. Maybe we're too deep under the ground. If only I had lights that work under the ground on the moon. Oh, there we go. Here we are. This is what we're looking for. Each of these is 250 natural. It's either 250 or just 200 petroleum gas. Why do I need this? So we can make the. Is this just right? This is just regular natural gas. Well, it's okay. We can still make petroleum gas from that. It's not gonna be a big deal. So. But I could have swore there was petroleum gas deposits on the moon, not natural gas shit. Those are on Earth. Petroleum gas deposits are on Earth. This is bad. I miscalculated what I'm doing in the worst way by thinking it's all petroleum gas. It's terrible. Terrible. Absolutely terrible, because we're lost with well, we can't really do anything with just. What am I gonna do with it? But I also am gonna have to check how much it takes to convert to the next tier of gas. Also, how does it even convert anyway? I don't know. Well, the first step. Okay, so the first step is hydrotreating for petroleum gas. I can't hydrotreat in space. Can make CO2. Can make graphite. Can make syngas. Can make. Where's the natural gas to the other thing recipe? Where's the other oil machine recipe for natural gas? What the fuck is this? So if I produce natural gas, what do I do with it now? So I have natural gas. That's what I just made. We'll figure it out later. It doesn't matter because it's not important right now. Apparently, you can only hydro treat it, which is absolutely terrible because I don't have that machine. But it does get you to the potentials of some extra sulfuric acid and, of course, the petroleum gas that we need. So we need to figure out what is even the current method of doing it, because I don't know if I run the alkylation unit on it. I think that's what I do. Just run it through there and makes rubber, because then I can have unsaturated. I don't remember. I just know that whatever recipe I just looked at it doesn't have the alkylation unit. So, and I'm lost in the cave. This is a great episode so far. I'm more lost in the cave. What? It's like nested caves and chunk errors. Chunk generation errors, guys. What is this? It's all ending in squares. I blame James 2H for this. Anyway, we need to try harder, and I'm kind of lost. Genuinely lost right now. Nobody's ever been more lost in a Minecraft world. Not even on the Xbox 360 edition. Those worlds you cannot get lost in. And even like the long distances in this world, I would probably struggle to get lost if I went in a path that I can remember. Usually a straight line. Well, let's go ahead and avoid trying to mine for these like really low under the ground, because that was really terrible of an idea. I think we have. Do we have enough? I don't even know. Now, to make unsaturated hydrocarbons into rubber, we run it through the alkylation unit as something with chlorine. That's what I remember. And so if we do that, we are not actually getting the petroleum gas out. We need to use a what is it? Reformer? No, we need to use a hydrotreater. And I don't have that. Again. So we're back to square one. Right back to square one. The other option, we take wood oil. Which we kind of already do that method. But we take wood oil and we crack it. Then that's our source. But then I have to do a lot of building and stuff. And that's not an easy thing to do. It's not an easy thing to build a new refinery. I'm trying to avoid that one too. But we're gonna try to figure it out. Now the blueprint. Coal from coal tar creosote. What? Lubricant from heavy oil, and then those can come from the main one, this one, right? Now, unfortunately, if you want to get petroleum gas from your natural gas, you have to run it into that other method of doing it. So we need to have, if we can find one, a reformer unit. Alternatively, we can just take it and turn it into the solid fuel I need. But then that leaves figuring out how we're going to get petroleum gas without upsetting the balance at the other place. Now, because it takes... we might be able to use my biomass setup to produce... this could work. Well, I'm not going to use that, though. Wait, I have a jetpack? And I didn't even realize. But what we can do is, if we can't do any other method, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take aromatic hydrocarbons. I'm going to run those through the solidifier, which I don't know if I have an extra. I don't think I do. I only have 2. It doesn't make sense that I have more. If we could find an extra, it'd be pretty good right now. I don't have an extra. Do I have an extra? No. But what we're going to do is we're going to take aromatic hydrocarbons, put them through the solidifier, then we're going to put the petroleum gas down here. So what I'm going to... which solidifier am I going to sacrifice? This one or the other one? We also need to grab the aromatic hydrocarbons out. Which should be a constant stream of those. Influx of them. Cut petroleum gas as well. So, boom. We've solved 2 of the pipes. And just wait. Because in a few minutes, we will have what we need. But I don't remember what volume of aromatic hydrocarbons it takes. Aromatic hydrocarbons. You can make BTX this way if you have high performance solvent. Hello, Biarco. What's up? Welcome to the stream of all time. Where we're trying to... oh, it takes 3,900 of those. I think there's going to be a slight imbalance. We might clog the machine on accident if we spend that much. Oh, if we pull out the exact same amount on both sides, it should be fine. Yeah, it will be fine. I just need another barrel now. Which we did see one outside. So the other barrel is going to take petroleum gas and store that. This should do the trick. So then we can set up our chem plant while we wait for petroleum gas to be produced, and then the solid fuel, which is just waiting up for the barrels to be full so I can take them and run them to their respective processes. Now this is going to be that for right now, but if I switch it real quick, it should be perfect. We're good. Now it's just a waiting game. Very long waiting game. I'm a little sad these can't make 4 stacks before I have to empty them now, which is kind of sad. But, now the other process I was talking about doing, or like with the alkylation unit, is not going to get me any petroleum gas. It just purely produces unsaturated hydrocarbons. Unless you do it through the other machine. So this is what I do, is I make chloromethane, put it through my alkylation unit, which gives me chlorine gas and unsaturated hydrocarbons back. Which doesn't need any input because it's self-sustaining. So then I can just process the unsaturated hydrocarbons into rubber. That is my source of rubber on the moon. Because you can't really do that any other way. Well, getting rubber on the moon. That part. That part you can't do any other way. SpongeBob macaroni. What the heck? Just waiting. It's gonna take forever. Well, we can watch this slowly climb up. Slowly. Or we get more biomass over on our own. Which means I need to drink some more coffee first. And then fly to, I guess this layer. This layer. This layer. This sand. The sand. Whoa, we're out of hydrogen? That's weird. Or maybe we just produced so much oxygen we ran out of it. This is deadly. This is the deadliest place. Just running recycled oxygen right now, though. If I fall in there and die, that's gonna be a sad day. Do we have enough sticks in here? No. Oh, okay, he's barely keeping up. Oh my god, it's already 4. That is insane. And this is a lot of waiting. Well, we are making some progress on nothing. I'm waiting. Oh my god, there's more of them. How the heck did these guys get in here? The grass. That's how they got in here. I say we put in wooden doors to banish them to the depths of oblivion. Or something. It's poetic. But I don't even remember where I put my wood. Oh, there we go. I think I put it, yeah, I put my wood somewhere and I don't know where it is. This is, oh my gosh, get out of here. This is embarrassing. That's not wooden doors, that's trapdoors. Oh yes, this is the most glorious recipe for those who don't remember 1.7 or haven't played it. Enjoy making less doors for your wood. Because you don't get 3 doors, and they don't stack either. Is that pressurized? Could I go in this room and take off my helmet? Perfect. Glorious 1 stack of doors. One door crafting recipe that only stacks to 1. This is amazing. This is a 17.10 moment. Certified 17.10 moment. This is a certified hood moment. This is stupid. Alright, next craft. Minecraft 2. The Door Edition. Okay. Minecraft 17.10. The Doors update. aka Minecraft 1.8 without all the extra shit. Doors. Oh my gosh. I need doors to keep the moon cows out because that's absolutely terrible. They're just annoying. They're a nuisance. They're a pest. They're a pest. Absolute pestilence. Foul plague. Well, we're just waiting. Just killing. Killing like a villain. Wait. That's too real. What the heck? What games do I play? I don't know. Just anything. Oh crap. This is gonna end badly, I think. I think that's gonna end badly. I don't think I should do that. Mostly I just play HBM mod and vanilla Minecraft. Usually when slightly more vanilla, but not really. Yeah, I just play modded Minecraft. That's all I have time for nowadays anyway. It's not like I have that much time to play games, so. But when I play my slightly less modded Minecraft, I just go build computers and that. So, that's pretty interesting. If you want to enjoy that glorious slop, there will be videos of it probably. I'm just waiting until next weekend to upload more of them. Which is, the weekend is coming, it's just gonna take a while because that's how it is. The weekend's on its way, okay? We just gotta wait for it. Absolutely terrible though. Still waiting for the weekend, guys. Still waiting for it. Well, I bet something stupid's gonna happen. They're gonna be like, alright guys, you guys don't have a weekend this week. It's gonna be like that. They're gonna be like, alright guys, go do this extra training on the weekend. You guys just came back, you guys can go do some extra training on this weekend. I can see that happening. That's like a certified this stupidity moment of all time. Absolute nonsense. Alright guys, let's do something that makes no sense. Let's go ahead and be stupid. It's so dumb. Compressed biomass. Okay. We did not do compressed biomass. What? My brain just shut off. Hold on. Is my petroleum gas and stuff done? That's our like main goal right now. 3,000. 3,080. Okay. Well, we're slowly approaching my goals. It would have helped if I had taken my natural gas and used that. We only need 4. And if I have petroleum gas, what we can do, 1, look at that. Take my nitric acid. We're going to go ahead and make rocket fuel. And it's a 1-to-1 ratio of this to this plus one of those, or 2 of these per each. So, don't worry. Now I have this to work with. And what can I do with that? I'm gonna probably be disappointed, but PET petroleum gas, guys. Stupid QWERTY, get out of here. QWERTY keyboard, die. 1,000 to 1. So that's a better ratio than 3,009 to 1. But we still need the other method. we're gonna take our petroleum gas, put it through here. Stop. Stop. Good. The petroleum gas will solidify into the rocket fuel. We are now into, we have 1 hour to build the rocket to get us to the next planet. Absolutely terrible. We're running out of time very quickly. Where's my fluid ID? This isn't this thing. God dang it. Okay, well, if we can get another 500 in there, and then this one's already pretty much ready, right? It was like 3009, pretty much. The year of our Lord, 3009, is when Halo came out. It's not enough. How much was it? Like 4? I can't even see the recipe. Well, there's surely a recipe. Ah, here we go. Now, if I take this to... Oh, I could do it cheaper than there. I'm stupid. Or not. Because I actually can't make that, so that doesn't matter. 3,900? What? Some absolute buffoonery. Yes, buffoonery. New word. That is just absolutely dumb. Well, we're getting close. We have 2, so we have half what we need. Which is okay. But let's focus on the rest of those components that we need. Right? Because for the actual pod, we haven't even built a single... Is it? No, it's a capsule. For the actual capsule. This is insane. We haven't even built the capsule yet. But we have the avionics unit, which is hard to get for us on the moon. We need the engines. We need rubber, which I have some here. This fiberglass, which is easy to get if you have it already, which I should have some. Look, I swear that I have some, and if I don't, I'm probably out of luck on that. Oh my gosh. Please tell me we have fiberglass and we don't have to make this ourselves. Okay, so what does it need anyway? Does it need peroxide? This will do. Right? We'll find out what this makes. I hope it's fiberglass. I actually can't be certain. Aromatic hydrocarbons, and we have 600. Oh, we're good. We're good on those. We can actually run that one. We can grab this, head down to here. What? Oh, that's the wrong one. Run this one. Next. Swap. Put this in. Put this out, and done. We are now at rocket fuel on the moon. So all I gotta do is hook up those pipes again and just forget about it. We never did this. We never had to waste or unbalance my perfectly balanced system. Perfectly balanced system, unbalanced today. Courtesy of TH3 Fish. Now let me grab my nickel. Aqueous nickel? Aqueous nickel? I've heard it both ways. There we go. Magic. The Gathering. But not bad. Or whatever. Or is it bad? I don't actually know. I can't have an opinion. Some people have told me that the people who play that game are like Almost like Redditors. Actually, probably the type of Redditors. Yeah, probably Redditors. Yep. How much? What the heck is Moonstone? What do you do with this? What? Moonstone? What's it do? Moonstone. Ah, yes. This is so useful. I think we have issues. Because that is not what I asked for. See, I asked for fiberglass and I got moonstone. It is sand. It is the sand. The sand what? Sand. But while that's cooking, we're gonna make the engines, and I think it needs 4 of those. Motor? It's called a motor. Motor. No. Thruster? Ah. Well, that's weird naming conventions. I would have thought it was like motor or something like that. Oh, but that is really easy. All you need is 6. That is so easy. Too easy, guys. Too easy. Just take that. That. And then it's done. That's literally all it is. And then aluminum wires. Where are those at? I don't have any aluminum wires. That's sad. 4 of these. We're just gonna print out 16 aluminum wires on this machine. Because it's an equal number of wires to the rest of the stuff. So that means we have 4 crafts. Make sure you don't have extra steel, and you can just shift and right click, or shift and left click to get that. And it should weld. See, this doesn't look like a motor, because the recipe's all backwards. But it doesn't matter, because this doesn't care. We're at 3, and then how much fiberglass? Perfect. We have completed the first component of the rocket. But we haven't because we were missing something. We have rocket propellant. I was glad we are not missing that. We need 16 rubber. I'm not missing any rubber, am I? This would be a really bad time to be missing rubber. There's no rubber there. Ah, here's the rest of it. Oh, this could have been really bad, but thankfully, I'm too good at HBM mod for that. So then we're on to the thrusters maybe, but first we need to figure out what kind of fuel we're putting in this, and then the thrusters. So for fuel, because this is technically, I don't actually know how much fuel it needs for each stage. I know for the next stage is going to be absolutely ludicrous amounts of fuel for the return. So, well, I'm assuming it's going to be insane. I should probably just go into a test world and figure it out. I could do that, but I could also just wing it. So it's up to you, the viewer, to decide if we want a test world or just wing it. Through experimentation, we can solve these issues. So over here, we're going to put in the landing capsule. Put in the chips, except I forgot to bring those because I forgot to bring them. So that is unfortunate. And of course, do the whole, I have to hit my head on that 10 times before I can go into the door. There we go. We have satisfied the laws of physics. What hits its head on the ceiling must come back down. This is absolutely amazing. Turn. 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 Yes. Now I must tell myself what I'm actually doing at all times. Turn. Stupid. Oh my gosh. I'm missing the chips, right? No, I'm brain farting real hard right now. That's like brain diarrhea right there. That is terrible. That is disgusting. Brain diarrhea. It's brown all over. Oh my god. So the destination is Moon, and the planet is Moho, which so far doesn't really tell me anything because I don't have any extra stuff. And then we'll have 2 stages. So that's just the first stage, right? That's going to be amazing when we do that, probably. It's probably going to be a large, extra large fuel unit. However, to get there, we don't need much fuel. So I'm going to say we need a size 3. Probably not even a size 3. It's probably within 11,000. Well, not even. It's probably really small. We can probably get there and back in less fuel because we're on the moon. That's the whole reason I came to the moon, built the base and everything. We just need to make those fuel tanks now, which means we need gold plates again, and steel plates. 16 steel plates, 16 gold plates is the first part of making pretty much all of the stupidness we're about to make. And if we have any of these, that will be useful as well. I'm going to make more of them since I'm going to probably need a bunch, because it's 3 of those for every one of these that we're about to make. Then we're going to need to make steel beams. This recipe is one that you should remember because you're going to do it a lot. That, and put those in the middle. Split these. Nice. Made 8 of them. 8 is what I was going to make anyway. For the actual things, I need welded aluminum. I think I already ran a cast of it ages ago. So for my, not engines, but size 20 is what we're going to look at now. So size 20 has everything you need to know about all of these. We're going to go for, no. Well, you could run natural gas and oxygen. Is that good? Probably not. It's not kerosene good, so. But what we're running is, oh, that's even worse. Hydrogen. Hydrogen fuel is half as good as this, probably. Not even half as good. That's terrible. You could do solid fuel, though. I'm just saying, if we do solid fuel, it might be actually a genius and brilliant idea. I mean, look at the thrust it generates, but it doesn't generate as much ISP, which means it burns out faster. We're not doing solid fuel, because if we do solid fuel, we have to make it. And you saw how hard it is for me to make solid fuel, so we're going to just go with pretty simple stuff. We need titanium shells as well. So, thankfully, the moon is rich in titanium, and I don't have to do much. All I have to do is centrifuge my titanium, and it just work. Size 20. So we're going to make the tank. The tank allows you to figure out how much fuel you need, because it's the heaviest item. Then you can figure out what thruster you need, because it's the heaviest item. Makes things really easy. We're going to just centrifuge both of these at the same time. Split them down. Split the load. Because I reckon we're going to need a lot of titanium. Well, we probably can make it with not them. Oh, that's not how you do that. That's old. Like ancient HBM knowledge right there. 16 steel shells. Okay, maybe we will need more. Please switch to my size 20 tank. And no, you don't need to put fuel in it now. You do that later. Of course, you do need to weld your cast aluminum, which you made 10 decades ago. Probably. If you're me. So then we just have to put in the rest of it and wait on those. How many of those does it need? 2. 2. This is gonna take forever. Hurry. Go, go, go. Ah, it's nighttime. We could just sleep it away. Sleep until the welding machine's finished. Alright guys, I'm gonna go back to sleep. Live on stream. I'll see you guys when I wake up. It's actually, that'd be a terrible idea. Okay, there we go. G10H. Just put the G logo right here. Perfect. Finish faster. Please finish sooner. We need to experiment to figure out if this is enough. Experiment. Of course, this doesn't tell you if what hydrogen fuel is going to be like. I'm pretty sure this is going to tell us that we need so much, or we're going to need this much thrust and this much ISP. And I don't remember exactly. Internet service provider, right? But it needs to go from Moho to the moon. It's gonna need it's missing a thruster. And of course, the thrusters, you want to go with size 3 probably for hydrogen, because that provides the most thrust. But if we compare this to 380 seconds of ISP versus 308, which, if I remember correctly, I think Saturn V rockets used, I'm not a rocket nerd, but I actually think I learned about how in the Apollo space program they used hydrogen fuel on some of the rockets. I don't know if that was a thing for all of them. And then the Soviets, they obviously use kerosene and fuming nitric acid together. Or just, you could say regular nitric acid. However, in this, you don't have nitric acid, it's just peroxide. Which is not actually out of the realm of possibility. Because I also have read about chemistry for rocket science. The fun stuff. Of course. Chemistry, the fun stuff. How to make rocket fuel. Well, no, it's just an oxidizer and then a fuel. So then, how does that even work? Magic. Not really. You need something that burns, something that oxidizes it. That makes it burn really good. On Earth. But in space, also makes it burn really good. So it just continues burning as good. Well, it might change because of the physics in space are different from Earth. Because you have air pressure on Earth as it changes altitude. And then that goes into your engine design, motor design. Like the shape of it. If you have a toroidal thruster, it's like it's a different look, but it's like a point out. That's like a jet engine design. Works good at all altitudes. But I'm no space physicist, so don't question it. Size 15 hydrogen thruster, size 20 hydrogen thruster. Hydrolox needs Saturnite. And this is why it would be really nice if my assistants were here to actually provide me the Saturnite ingots I need. Because I don't have Saturnite ingots. I'm just gonna ask for I need Moon, if anyone is able to hop on. Please save me with this one, because I am not going through the shenanigans to get that. I might have that on Earth, but since when does it cost that? What? I don't remember it costing that. I remember it was the same. Almost. I remember it being stupid. Because I accidentally crafted one. So I suppose we could do these. I mean, We do have we do have natural gas and oxygen, but it's how much thrust is that actually? This guy has 200. Well, this is about as much thrust as this guy gives you. So yeah, there's not as much power as the kerosene, but if I'm trying to save myself from extra work and there's nobody to help me, we're gonna be fine. So we're gonna go ahead and switch over to natural gas fuel to figure out the numbers on it. We have to do the big thruster though. That's kind of the key. Because if we don't, we ain't going nowhere. Unless we have that. Quite literally going to be stuck on the planet that we're going to. Now, of course, it'd be way better to do these because they run for 380 and they provide even less fuel or even less power. Okay, so I take it back. Maybe this is probably better for us. Because this would be, of course, if we double this, we could probably get back in less. Okay, so then it would mean my bottom stage probably also has to be doubled, but we could technically do it pretty easily. So we have to remember that I'm not just limited to one of each per stage. I can run multiple of these. So if I wanted to run 2 of these, hey, I could do that. That might not be a bad idea, honestly, to run 2 of these. Or 2 of these. Because this costs less. Because if I ran 2 of these, it would cost less than this. I'm just saying, it might be an option. Versus this. Although, I might just make this. Steel pipe. Tungsten ingot. Steel plates and dash ingots. Give me the dash. Give me the other thing. What is this? Size 20 hydrazine? Those aren't that great. Hello man, I'm currently playing the mod. My acidizer filled with H2O2. I need to change fluid, but it doesn't want to come into my tanker or tank. May you please explain how to do it? So when you have a tank like this, or like, you should have a button here that does this. I mean, I don't know if you've already done that or tried that, but you can, if I want to take peroxide out of something, like if I go over to here, place down, I can be like, okay, I want to take peroxide out of my acidizer. I can just place it right, or actually for a better example, because it's connected to the pipe, so that wouldn't be great to look at. Here we're gonna put in, that's unfortunate, peroxide. Shift click it with peroxide, and if it's on blue it will pull it in. So it's always on blue by default. You just, if you can't do this, then you do this. Here, let me try it again. So I wanted to say do aromatic hydrocarbons. Boom. Just switch it to aromatic hydrocarbons. And I think that probably will, if that doesn't help you, then I don't know what's up. I don't know what's going on. Or I would need more information to tell you. I gotta get back to what I was doing, because I'm losing my mind right now. Losing my focus. Pipe. Pipe. Pope. Pipe. Pope. Pope. Pipe. Pipe. Okay, we're not going to do the Saturnite method. That's absolutely terrible. It is not something that's going to provide us a lot of lift or ISP as it is. And then, of course, we don't have much dash. We only had like 11 pieces of dash. What? Oh my gosh. We have to run something less expensive. Well, that gives us 6. This costs, what does this cost? 2? If we ran 2 of these, it would cost 4. Should give you as much thrust as that does, if not more. Okay. We're going to switch from those to the other one. But it's cost you double the fuel. I hate this. I hate this. If we just do the singles, we should be able to get an idea of how much fuel it actually will take and how much power it needs. So that will save us a lot of expense in our dash. Since we are making 2, it will cost us 4. I'm not worried about steel right now. It's easier to batch craft these components usually. Anyway, so that way you can just switch between recipes instead of keep all the components in and you can just switch the recipe instead of doing all that extra work of taking it all out and being like, I want to make this now. Because it all takes the same stuff. It's just that sometimes there's a slightly difference. And then we have to figure out what it's like with 2 stages. So once we have 1 stage, it's about time to figure out 2 stages. I'm assuming we can do both stages of these, just 2 of these. Because this will provide more thrust than this provides. This only provides you with 1100. And this will provide you with 1600. Because you're adding 89,000. 89,000. Or it's 890,000. So doing the math, these are going to provide more thrust than just one of the other ones would provide. God dang it. Ugh. I suck at jumping. Oh, there we go. Run this way. This way. Alright, so we put in this. Insufficient fuel for the return trip. So it needs me to double the fuel. 2 thrusters, okay. Means it's going to need 46,700. Oh, this is not even possible to do. Because if I do that, right, it's going to need not just twice the fuel, but like it's going to need 2 of the 3,200 tanks, and that's going to be too much. Unless I run 4 of these somehow. I don't think that's even possible. Insufficient fuel is not good, though. And that's almost what we need. It needs a triple thruster, but that's not going to happen. It's the return journey on fuel costs is absolutely not happening. We need kerosene. Where are my people to help me? This is not good. Oh. Well, let's go back. So we know we probably can't use these to do it. We can't find, and we could go up to the 32 or the 64, but going to this is going to make it cost way more because that's 4,000 kilograms versus. Okay, so it might be beneficial to run. Well, each of these is 500 kilograms. It provides 6,000 fuel. If we just stack, how much are these? Because it said we need 39,000. How many size 20 1 meter liquid fuselages do I need to add to get us to the 39,000 number for 1 thruster to work? This is going to be an interesting question. But each one adds 500 kilograms. If I multiply it by 2, I have 12,000. So then I have 1,000 kilograms and 12,000 millibuckets of fuel. Or, no, not, yeah, 12,000. That's actually pretty good, I would say. Next one is going to be 1,500 kilograms and 1,800 millibuckets of fuel. It might even be less when it's 500. We'll figure that out. We'll just start stacking those until we have enough fuel for the trip. Because that's going to be the best way of doing it instead of doing the other way. It means I'm going to need a lot more connectors, but we can probably get there with this thing. So that will be our go there. then what is the fuselage? I need this one. Okay, I'm not sure what to do with that, but we're just gonna go ahead and say this. Wait, there's a hydro. We don't even care about hydrogen. Hydrogen suck. Hydrogen sucks. Laugh at the hydrogen. Whoa, hydrogen, it sucks. But we're gonna make a bunch of those. While that's happening, we're gonna put up all of this extra baloney that I don't need. I don't think I need aluminum plates, and I don't think I need steel plates right now, and I don't think I need rubber, and I don't think I need desh, because I think I can do it with what I have. Like, yeah, it would be nice to have 2, but we're going to try out the size 20 1-meter fuselage, which is only 500 kilograms. Now, how much is that compared to the weight of this? Well, this is like way more kilograms. And it only gives you 1,600. Hold on. Yeah, it's not as... No, the math tells me that that is terrible compared to just stacking these. Because with 3 of these, you can get to 1,500 and have 1,800 kilograms or millibuckets of fuel. And that math tells me that the other one, you have like 1,000 extra kilograms per amount of fuel that you want. This is the most efficient method of getting us to the moon, is getting us to the next planet. Dry mass, 9,000 kilograms. What? That doesn't make sense. This is mass is 500 kilograms. Oh, well, I guess the top weighs 8,000. Then this needs 38. That don't seem right. Why doesn't that... Oh. It only needs 38,000 fuel. So that means we need to stack, like, a ton of these till it gets there. That's terrible. This is no good. To get back. Well, what if we don't come back? What if the plan's to go there to stay? This top stage is going to be the worst to design, honestly. I mean, if I had Saturnite, we could probably change the... So, there's 2 things we can change, right? We can change the thruster, or we can add more of the size, whatever we were putting on there. Which is, these. We're going to put these on there. We're going to just stack those. We're also going to change the engine for our 3. Or 2 of these. Only needs 4,600 fuel now. Or needs 4,600 fuel. That's not good. It's got too many thrusters on that one. Needs 4,600 and... Well, this gets you the most savings on fuel. Designing the return trip is gonna be pain. We could just make it use a 6,400 millibucket fuel thingy, or one of these. I don't know why I didn't do that. That would make a lot more sense than trying to stack it until it works, but if we do this, it costs 4,000 kilograms, and this only provides... this also weighs 2,000 kilograms. So we need a lighter thruster, potentially. And I think that's 2,600. Oh, that's not lighter. 2,400. 2,400. 1,200 for hydrogen thrusters. So hydrogen... What if we had a higher fuel consumption, right? Like this guy? Wait, they only consume 1 liter per tick. What does this guy consume? 1 liter per tick. Huh? Wait, so could you speed these up, technically? This might be interesting. If you could speed these up. I don't know. What if we did like one of these? Can I shove an extra fuel in there? somehow. Because if I could have this and then 2 of these, that might actually give me what I need. We're close to it. Okay. We could just put 3 size 20 and 3 meters, and then... So if I put 2 of those, let's just make another size 23 meter to experiment with. Because we have resources, we can expend. We can spend the resources. This rocket science I'm going to hit. So we need more connectors, but we're gonna go ahead and do size 20 again. We're gonna figure out what 2 of these gets us, because that gives you twice the thrusters, because then you have 2 fuel tanks, you can add 2 thrusters. Quite curious about that, because that will allow us to fly to the sun, probably. Or not. But I need to fly to the sun. We should find in here, if I fly up, to here. No, never mind. It's on this floor. I might be dumb. But I can't get my head through the door. You know, we need to uninstall the doors in the elevators. That would probably be a smart idea. This is full, isn't it? Yes. This is full too. That's almost full, but that's okay. Do we have any steel? Yes, good. Need to get off the moon before it fills up with stuff. It's our goal. Okay, let's go ahead and put together what is it? A bunch of connectors. This is beautiful. You know why this is beautiful? Because I need gold. I need gold. And I don't have any. I think you can get that from copper, actually. Because if I need, let's take copper crystals. That's not copper crystals. Let's find copper crystals and put them through the machine. I think that's the answer that we're looking for. And I don't think the copper crystals are going to be hard to find. I think we can find those in the crater. Or even in the base. We probably have copper crystals already. If not, we have copper ore, which I can make into crystals really easily in the acidizer, so... I think I have our solution to the problem. Nope. Nope. Well, I do have copper. Let's just start turning that into crystals. Is this an acidizer that has a lot of... Oh yeah, it's got a connection already. That's perfect. I don't need to make the connection for it. There's no copper crystals in here, but there's copper ore. I don't think I have any crystals. I might have taken them back to Earth. Oh, at one point. I suppose this is all I'm going to get. So I'm just going to take my titanium. We're gonna run these through here. That's not what we're putting in there. Let me check this thing. No. Oh, it's the other way. Don't acidize them. And you get the gold this way? What's up? I'm currently in need of Saturnite. I don't know. I guess I'm pretty good. I just need Saturnite, and I could be even better right now. Or more resources or something. I don't know. There we go. I've solved my problems with the gold, so we're doing good on gold. We'll be able to make some more size 20 connectors. If we just let that run to here. Gold plates. And draw, or make these. Yes, make those. Cool, this will do. I forgot if you're playing on hard mode mod or not. Hard mode or not? No. I'm just playing I think I'm on peaceful mode, honestly. I don't remember. Definitely am, actually. Never mind. I already have steel plates. What am I doing? Steel plates are in here. They're in here. They're in... Where are my steel plates at? Oh, they're in here. 5 seconds. Oh, there. 5 seconds. Nice. Okay, we're just gonna take these, put them across. Take these, put them across. Get one per each. Oh my gosh, that's not enough. HBM easy. Regular HBM difficulty. Not in 528. Yeah, I don't know what those are, so probably no. The answer is probably no. Alright, let's try this. Insufficient fuel. Typical. Okay, yeah, that's gonna be too expensive to actually get us off the ground. This is where it would come in handy to try switching out the thruster. Or to run one thruster with two. But you see, now I have 3200. And he needs more. He needs 4340. Whereas, if I had two of these, he costs 50,000. So yeah, adding the second one doesn't help. But what will help is using a size 3. Because if he doesn't have enough, he doesn't have enough thrust. Basically, is what he's saying. You can't get more thrust without putting in size 3. So if we look at the size 20, now I'm gonna have to assess whether it's better to go with the size 3 or the size 2. The size 2 is not even close to double this. It's only, we need double our thrust. We need to double it. So we need to go with this one. Effectively. Now, it'd be really nice if I could try out the Saturnite for the... These are so low on thrust. I mean, for like the start stage, it'd be perfect. We don't have kerosene here either. That's the problem that we're running into. We don't have kerosene. So to get to the next planet, we're going to have to use methylox fuel. Because that's the most powerful thing we have. Size 23s, and then figure out what it needs. Tungsten. Got it. How much does it need? Dang it. Too much tungsten is what it needs. I think we have some. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I did go to like tons of those thingies. So I should have lots of tungsten. I guess it all got made into these. Okay. Tungsten disassembly simulator. Well, that's good enough. This, I need 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. And I need dash. Do I even have enough dash for... I do. I barely have enough. Then we have to hope that we have enough thrusters to get the first stage off the ground. Which, I mean, to get there, that's my biggest concern, is that we don't have enough thrusters to get there. This jetpack that I have is going to go with me. Because if I go there and land on a thing and the gravity's very heavy, which I don't know what the gravity is like, because I don't remember that. I just remember that the planet is covered in lava. So we need to be able to fly if we get stuck in it. Okay? It makes a lot of sense. Well, I think everybody understands that having mobility makes sense. Except for me. Apparently I don't care about that. That's not what I needed to do. That's not what I need to make. I need to make 2 gold plates. And what time are we at? Oh, we're about to be close. We have like 40 minutes to make this happen. We have like 40 minutes to make this happen. I mean, we could just say that this episode we designed the rocket, next episode we launched, but nobody wants that. It's a cliffhanger. It's a cliffhanger. It's lame. And everybody's here to figure out, or not to figure out, but to watch as I'm about to travel to the next planet. See, we have a base on Earth, which has all the same stuff. We came to the moon and built the exact same stuff we have on Earth. Then we went and said, let's go to the next planet. And, well, let's not do anything at first. We're just gonna rocket hop our way to victory here. It's probably more expensive. It's probably stupid is what some people would say. But I don't really care. I like this method better. No space station baloney. We are doing it correctly. And here we have a glorious defeat because it weighs 4,400 kilograms. This would weigh 2,800 kilograms, but provides more thrust than this does. It only costs 4,900. Like, look at that. That is not happening. That is not happening. What the heck? Still costs so much fuel because of the engine. They weigh too much and they don't give you as much return. However, for the trip there, what do we need even? I mean, it depends on what we're carrying on the top. And I think we can get there without that much. But we would be stranded there if I launch and I don't have a way back. Unless I launch it somehow to another planet that costs less fuel to launch to. Like to an orbital station first. Then launch to that. Or no. We launch from the planet to orbit. Then launch from orbit to the moon. Or to, yeah, to the moon. Because then it only costs as much as it takes to get to orbit. And then we save to get to the moon, I think. So a 3-stage rocket can do it. So if we have a station around Moho, it makes things slightly easier, right? So what we can do is just say, okay, take me to a station. Then we go to the station, land on the station, launch from the station. I don't know how stations work, actually, and I'm not going to try that out we would probably just be landing into the void, honestly. And I'm not launching a station. So, we're kind of at a loss, unless we built a station, flew there, and then it'd make it cheap to go up and down, because you have all these thrusters, too. These are for stations. Of course, I don't have that. So, we have to figure something else out. And I don't think there's a station building machine. We're not gonna. We're just gonna go ahead and try to find out some other methods. So we've tried this. Gives it 1,800 kilograms. We've put a size 1 on there. Gives you 4,300 millibuckets of fuel is required, and it has 3,200. Of course, this costs 2,400, and if we look at our size 20 thrusters, we're not getting there today. There's no way of it. Oh, 2,100 kilograms for a 6-meter. It would save you 3,000 kilograms to do this. Okay, we'll try that. Which I don't think is going to have an impact, considering that it only saves you 3,000 kilograms. I think we have to go with the 6,400. That is not good for my return. Not for my actual get back or launch. I think I can just run this. So from the moon to Moho, I need 92,000. Okay, well that's not happening right now. You know, what I really could use is somebody to send up the fuel that we need. 3,200, it just has an empty stage here. We could try that station idea I talked about. Yeah, 7,300. Because these thrusters are absolutely terrible. It's not gonna work unless we have kerosene and the other thing. I need kerosene then. Kerosene and actual thrusters. The problem is I actually have nobody to help. So I'm kind of on my own with this one. So yeah, we could do this next episode when I hopefully have the assistance I need to actually get this off the ground. Because I can't get kerosene here. I can't get the kerosene thrusters because I'm out of dash. So that'll be a next episode thing, unfortunately. There's no way I can do it. But I can build the size. We're probably still gonna need the other thing. We could go to a test world to actually figure out what we need. Because I've wasted a lot of resources just trying to play around with it and see what I can do. I said I didn't want to go to a test world, but we kind of have to. There's no choice. Yep, it's 5 a.m. So to get this off the ground, we need to actually figure that out. Using brain power. We're gonna save and quit the title. Go to my single player. Go to New World. Is that the testing world? I don't even know. What is this? Okay, so we're gonna go to the moon first. Actually, there is one world where I'm on the moon. Where's my moon world? Where's Moon World? Is it this one? Oh, this one I'm on this planet. Okay. That world crashes the game, so don't do that one. We'll just cancel this world. Okay. Wait, this is the wrong world. This is not the world I thought it was. New world? Okay. So what we need to test is go to the moon first. First and foremost, we need to go to the moon. I actually think there's a command that does this. /help. I actually don't know the commands. But there should be a section. T /help 9. And it's probably /warp. So we're going to try /warp1. Unknown warp. Maybe not. Maybe it's /help 8. Maybe it's in here. I don't know. I actually have no idea what I'm doing. /help 7. /help 6. /help. These commands are, some of them are unfamiliar. Ah, here we go. NTM stations. NTM. Okay, so that makes it easy, kind of, because I don't need to know the planet IDs, it looks like. If I had a planet ID, and you can locate structures too? What the heck? I had no idea about that. Help 4. Okay. Help 3. Help 2. Help 32 is too big. What? I think there's 32 pages of help. I have 32 pages of commands now. It should be in help 5. But this doesn't teleport you to planets. What? This is dumb. If you cannot teleport to planets, that makes absolutely... Hold on. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Program with specific station ID or name. Help 6. What? There's only one page with anything space related. I don't want to build a rocket so I can go to the moon. That is absolutely stupid. VA. I guess I should have just done that from the start, but we only need a one-way rocket anyway, so we're just gonna place that down. Grab some infinite stuff. This way I can get the fuels it needs, and then we're gonna slap a rocket together. You know what we could do is make an absolutely stupid one to get there. That'd be a pretty good idea to make this worthwhile. Where's my missiles and rockets? I need my VA or launch pad. Capsule. And then we're just gonna take size 64. We're just gonna put a bunch of those together with these. Yes, this is gonna be ridiculous. Boom. What the heck? What? Imagine that. That's insanity right there. Hold on a second. Grab something small. Size 1. .5. What if the key to success wasn't what we thought it was, but was actually the small stuff? This is questioning all of what I understand to be true. Find us a, what is this? Hydrogen, oxygen. We will experiment with these because this could be potentially some of the greatest information I just came across. In my brain power is churning right now. It's turning. Where's a size 1.5 hydrogen? Yes. 64. Oh, just put 8 of them. Okay, we can do that. What if I put size 20 on there? Holy crap. Stage 1 fuel mismatch. That's where they give me. Size 1 fuel mismatch. Oh wait, that's probably why. It wasn't the... This is a very, very weird looking rocket that we've just assembled. What does that even look like? I mean, I didn't even know you could use different sizes with the capsule. Okay. Well, we have an oxygen hydrogen system that might actually be pretty interesting. We're gonna go ahead and just say that it's done. We probably have enough fuel to get there. We're gonna put it on the launch pad and figure out it's insufficient fuel. However, it shouldn't be. Okay, now we put in our drive. Drive? Do we have any of those? Drive with the moon. We also need this one, because that's what we're trying to figure out, is how we can go from this place to the other place. Insufficient power? What do you mean? It's got all of the power right now. No destination drive. Commit to launch. Just, oops. I mean, that's really fast. That is, insanely fast. We're on the right track, guys. We're on the right track. We have planet, the moon. Well, this is weird. Then we can like make it actually look nice if we wanted to. We're just gonna exit this thing. Oh, I just did. That's a thing. What? Sticky keys is still real. I remember that being so annoying. Was you just hit shift 5 times? Doesn't matter how fast you hit shift. It would give you sticky keys. Which you don't even use. There's no point in using that. I don't know. I've never used sticky keys. There's no point. Oh yeah, it's called sticky keys. I was just making sure it was called that. So you have to do it really fast on Windows 11. That's pretty nice. You can also disable that, which is ideal. In my opinion, it's ideal. So we're going to try to get this stage to work. From Moho to Moon. Moono. Moho to Moon to Moho. Yes. And of course, my first guess is that this could probably change how we're doing it. What? Wait a second. Okay. No way that's gonna work if we did 4 of those. I don't know the cost on these. Oh yeah, that's expensive. But if we keep reducing it, reduce it down to 2. Oh, you can't do 2, you have to do 3. Oh. Oh? What, it only has 2. Put in 1. Okay, maybe if I did, yeah, that's just to do oxygen, hydrogen fuel. And it doesn't cost, we'll check in a second if it costs any, but you can use the missile parts to do this. You don't need to use the size 20s. Size 20 is excessive. We're never using size 20 again, guys, because it is not good. Oh. Just one thruster could do it with these. Hold on. I mean, we didn't experiment with these. We experimented with methalox, but that was terrible fuel. Oh, that's cheap. 30,000. It's costing me 2 of those. But I can do it within 30,000 for my trip. Oh, that's from... Yeah, that works. Okay, guys, we have the first stage ready. Of course, the expense. Ludicrous. That is... Oh, my God. And also, I still need Saturnite, so... We could probably get there in less if I had peroxide, which we'll check that in a second. So peroxide cost. So this will mean I need to import peroxide from Earth to get there, which was not the original plan. The original plan was to run hydrogen and oxygen. But peroxide should have better results than that. We're just going to put a generic fuel tank, which is 1,000 kilograms, a fuel amount of 2,500 fuel, and we're going to be designing it next episode too, I guess. Episode 2 of designing rockets with TH3 fish using missile components. I mean, it's all the same, right? It's all the same. It's only 180 kilograms for each of these thrusters. What if you could put a tiny one on a big tank? Oh, yes, those do not work, but these will work. 8 and 8. And that has insufficient fuel. Insufficient thrust, insufficient thrust, insufficient thrust. Oh, we're using a lot of those. Oh, this is terrible. Wait. What the fuck?
The thrust on this is 100,000 newtons. Gives you 380 ISP. Those are ridiculous. Yes, we are running those. No, there's no question of it. We're running hydrogen. Unless we were to take that second stage and up it to like 1.5 somehow. Like actually defeat the other thing. That's 280,000 right there. For a 1.5. Oh, okay. So that's 120,000. But it only gives you 308 seconds. If we ran the size 3 with a... it's on a 1.5. Find a 1.5 that's long enough for this. 1.5 meter fuselage. Okay. We're going to swap it. We're going to swap this. Ooh. Ooh, that sucks. It's terrible compared to these, which provide you with like so much more. And this weighs a lot more. Oh my gosh. No. We have to go with the hydrogens. Just unless you want a rocket that looks like that. This is like a Mario pipe. No, not doing it. That's not happening. We're going to go with the 2 of these and 2 of these. We're gonna take those. Recipe costs 4 Saturnite per each. Okay, so we're on our path to victory with this rocket. So the next thing I need is to figure out the stage that carries it up. And I suppose we just do this. Which totals out our... Oh, that doesn't work. Wait, does it? That's for Moon to Moho. And no, it doesn't work because... Unless I put one of these. Nope. Nope. Not happening. 3. We could do a size 20 for this. Size 20, 12 millimeter liquid fuselage. And then we're going to run... Because these they don't provide more than... See, these guys weigh less, typically, and provide you with more than the size 20s do. Everybody says, oh, use size 20. But you could just use the size that's not size 20. So, I think it's safe to say that this entire time, I haven't been seeing the full picture of how to do it properly. But I'm going to be done. So, we're done today. Wait. Yeah, that's the trip from Mun to Moho. Wait, that's not the trip from Moho to Mun. Well, it costs less fuel to go from Moho to the moon. Yeah. Go from Moon to Moho. Well, now we need to figure... What? Does this mean I can go from one place to the other? And just not even bother with the other stuff? Okay, yeah, that's going to be expensive to do. If we don't have a way of getting enough thrust to that. We might have other options, though. If we look at the fuel options we have available in the missiles section. I want to be done today. I want to be done. We need something light that can provide powerful thrust. We need to look at the thrusters. Which these would be the best ones. BF fuel. But we don't have that. We might be able to make it. I don't think we can, though. Xenon. ISP of 42,000. It's long term. But I'll see you guys in the next.